Yeah, got it. Close.
Getting better.
Hi, everybody. My name's Lee Honish, and I am the founder of Home Advocates, and I am joined by our CEO, Derek Kelly. How are you, Derek?
Good. Good morning, everyone.
Feels like a formal interview. It's not. We kind of worked this out before we got on the call. So this is day 3 of talking about the system and the upgrades that Derek has implemented. Look at those steely eyes. I feel like he's staring at me at some conference meeting. I am so happy I'm in North County where he can't do anything to me for a rarity. See, that put a smile on your face. So Derek's made all these changes and upgrades based on your conversations. And today we're going to talk about a few more of those changes. Number one, as I said before we started to record with Stephen, you guys should all be getting a welcome letter, correct, Derek? And I'm going to make sure that we review it and get everything on it correctly. That's on me. Number two, this is the one that I find frustrating, especially from people who want refunds. You get the Kajabi information, you log into Kajabi and create a Kajabi account for the education platform, and then you say you didn't receive anything from us. That's a little disheartening for me because I shouldn't be able to send you an email with your password if you didn't receive anything. Does that make sense? Did I say that correctly, Derek?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, it is on you, the individual, to make your one-on-one call with Derek. I occasionally sit in on those, or if somebody needs more marketing help, I will do those things. But truth be told, it's on you. Is it in the welcome letter to contact for the one-on-one, or do we need to add that as a line item of actions they need to take?
Well, Jen and I usually reach out to everyone once they join, just to send an email and welcome, whether it's me or Jen for that matter. And I always leave my contact information when I email with a welcome.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll basically write a quick operating instructions of here are the 3 things you should do tonight or after signing up. Right.
Yeah.
We'll get that squared away. All of the modules are getting updated over the weekend. The only reason you guys have not received leads and the new 800 number now, which I have, is because when I send them, you will start tagging. And the call center is not live till Monday. So that would be a mistake on my part. I've talked to Derek if you've seen the other videos, which brings us to our last and biggest upgrade, yet again, another upgrade. And Derek's gone through this. And I've personally gone through this with a friend who went through the system, which is, what do I print out first? What do I do? What do I take to the door? Got it. So Derek and I have talked about it. And we're going to do meeting number 1, meeting number 2, and meeting after that will be the archive. You can take whatever you want at that point. And in that one, I will create new forbearance stock. I'm going to try to rewrite some stuff this week and add forbearance packages and ask the banker about forbearance and documents like that. But what I think Derek and I have both encountered is go through the step-by-step process, and then, yeah, the stuff for the door is kind of all over the place. I get it. I threw spaghetti against the wall, gave you everything and went, work it out, take what you want. That's on me and the way my messy mind works. Derek, as you can tell from his serious nature, is a little different. So we're going to do meeting 1 with, and I'm going to put this on a sheet. And if you take this sheet to the door and you call me back and go, I don't understand why this didn't work, I'm throwing you out of the system and keeping your money. I'm going to have a sheet that says, this is your NOD. Do not deliver to the agent. Replace this with an NOD. I'm going to put it on a piece of paper. Okay. I know that sounds really basic. My experience, that almost made Derek laugh. Oh, I did not understand why the homeowner looked at me confused when I handed him a sheet of paper that said, this is your NOD. Because it's not their NOD or their notice of sale or their list pendants. Geez, Derek, why did that not work? And they laughed at me and threw me off their porch. All right, you need to get an NOD or an NOS. I'll include, I really don't want to get into the business of referring title agents in different states. I don't. I assume you guys all have one. Every real estate agent that I know generally knows a title agent that can get you that. It doesn't have RESPA issues in California, so you want to have that. And then you'll have your disclosure letter. and you'll have the 9 alternatives to foreclosure and anything else that I think is really, just kind of meeting it up a little bit to make it a little meatier. And then the second one, I'll give you an option. So they're going to tell you what, when you come back, right? I want to talk about loan mods, or I want to talk about forbearances. So I'll go through this with Derek, and we'll make a loan mod, make a forbearance, second appointment, and then everything else. Again, assumption, Derek. I am guessing that you all know what to do if somebody says sale on the second appointment. So what do I do when they want to sell? I get out of real estate at this point would be my best guess. That would be my best guess. If you have to ask me what to do, get out of real estate. Actually, call me. I'll take the deal. I'll make sure you get paid, and I'll make all the money. I'm trying not to. I'm really a little broken by certain things this week on the whole system, and literally investing another $10,000 into the system for you guys that Derek won't let me raise the price on. And I'm in North County where he can't get at me. And he won't say anything because he's too politically correct. But trust me when I say it, it was $10,000 worth of upgrades that he's forcing into the system, including that ridiculous business card that is a pain in the ass to turn into all of those will be labeled out. There'll even be a module called the referral list building system. So I'm going to break them down. And because of Derek, as another bonus for all of you, fuck you, Derek. I recorded that word.
Wanted it.
F you. I don't know if the other word came out. Derek felt that you guys would like if I took my video funnel and broke that down into a training module step by step with a video explaining each of the slides on each of the funnel so that you guys could all repeat that too. I bet you would. So I guess you'll be getting that in the system now as well. By the way, no joke, people, I make $500 an hour when I quote people. And sorry, I find it comical what you've done. I think this would be good. I'm sure you do. I'm sure if, monkeys had wings, they wouldn't bump their ass on the ground, but that's not where we're at. So those are all the system upgrades I'm doing for right now. Everybody got it? You now have a completely automated call center at your disposal. You will be receiving an email with complete instructions on how to do it. Upgrades over next week will be all the changes to the system. This even includes retro AMS monster users. I'm going to go back and clean up your system while I'm in there because Derek felt that would be nice.
Grandfathered in.
Didn't you tell them they're students for life? I guess. I probably said something.
I never invented that. You did.
So I'll clean up the AMS monster and get you guys the instructions on how to order the call center and all of that stuff. Over this week, I will do each module. It won't affect you guys going into the system, but I'm going to make sure you guys have an email on Monday morning with all the counties of you. Of course, nobody's going to look this up and tell me. I'm going to have to do it. You will see counties on a list. It'll be a link. Go and pull and do whatever you want. Okay. The good data is still 3 weeks away. Nothing has changed because of Joe Biden. Got it? The new 800 number will be pre-printed. All you got to do is take the little PDF file or the JPEG, I'll send both, along with your labels to FedEx office and hand them both and go, oh, here, I cannot work a printer. Okay, cool. If you can work a printer, print them. They'll have the 800 number on them already. I will include a link to the cheaper Amazon version on that email. I will also include breakdown packages on that email for appointment 1 and appointment 2. I will not have operational a place to check your appointments online yet, but you will receive an email for your appointments. There will be instructions on how to fill out those labels. And I'll say it one last time on the third part of these videos, because if you're watching these where it says must read 1, must read 2, must read 3, I'm saying it one last time. If you do not put your initials in front of the APN number, Home Advocates will take that deal. Got it? I don't want to hear about it. Oh, I forgot. I don't know how to put my initials on a piece of paper. Derek, because I won't listen to it. Derek will. I won't. And he'll come to me and he'll go, oh, are we going to get over it? No, I've already talked to him. Like they're already in my funnel. Got it?
Thinking of
I
a
think
song.
that's as fair. I'm trying. I'm really trying because I know this is going to happen. And somebody's going to go, but Derek, I'm sorry. I won't ever do it again until the next time I do it. Oh, Derek, can I have 16 more one-on-ones? Oh, Derek, can I do this? Can I do that? Because you're a nice guy. He's a nice guy, people. So he keeps saying yes because he wants to keep you guys happy. When there was the fear of God in all of you, when I ran this program before, there was none of this. You just used my program and you were happy to use it. Now you get more. The price isn't even that much more than what I used to charge before. And he won't let me charge what I know the product's worth because I know what other people are charging, which is making me crazier. And I'm going to say this for day 3 of the video. If
We're helping homeowners, we're helping agents. And I'm thinking of a song, Working at the Car Wash.
I'm turning off all the discount links for everybody again at the end of the week. Until Biden stuff gets thrown. I know that technically we're in a moratorium that's not a moratorium, and it's not. Everybody's filing, okay? Stop listening to the press. Nothing has changed. It's all BS. It's going to be thrown out by the Supreme Court completely. It's not an enacted moratorium. People have already filed. So listen to me carefully. If you have not upgraded, because Derek's already encountering this. Oh, but Derek, we talked like 2 months ago and it was $14.97. Every time I speak, I say the same thing. That's today's price. That's today's price. That's, oh, Lee, are you still doing those funnels for that insane amount of money? No, I'm not. Oh, but you said, I got an email. Really? Show it to me. I'm pretty sure at the end of it, that was today's price and that was today's offer. When people say I say things, be very careful with a guy who's got a photographic memory, because what you're saying is I'm a liar. Just saying it out loud for anybody in the room who doesn't understand that part for a photographic memory. I remember, I track everything that's going on at the company. I'm aware of everything. I am on a mission to help 1 million homeowners. I'm trying to help 1,000 real estate agents. I know I seem a little chippy here on day 3 of these upgrades, but Derek's up my ass, all right? If you have any questions, contact Derek at 833-969-4673. The floor is yours, CEO, for the rest of this video that is going out to anybody interested in upgrading or purchasing, because this will be the 3rd video. And this is an opportunity module-wise, because I'm using it as a video on the module, for you to say something to the person who's seeing your face probably for the first time.
Okay, Derek Kelly, CEO, Home Advocates. Thank you, Lee, for that update. And just want to say good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good day. We are, again, on a mission to help agents as well as homeowners. Homeowners are first and top of mind for what we're doing here. How to meet them. There are many ways that are effective. The marketing pieces work. We're trying to make it as uncomplicated as we can, as there has been a few holes that we have determined need plugging to make it even easier. I think of that song, we are trying to work with the agents. We're here to help you. And again, Lee has a different approach. My approach is, again, we're delivering a service to you. And we want to make it as smooth as possible, take away the learning curves with regards to the system and working in foreclosure. This is a specialty in real estate. Not a lot of agents are even willing to do it. Everyone on the call here today is, and we want to get you all the information and coach you to be effective when speaking to these homeowners. But realize again, and I say it as rapport, and I've said it on the last 3 or 4 live events that Lee and I have done, the masterminds. You know, you got to put yourself in their shoes. What are they feeling? Again, they want to save their homes. How you do that, how you go to the door, and again, the first meeting sets up the second. Real simple. Some agents, we had an agent come by, hit the office, and he brought a whole table full of marketing materials. And we sat there and he had great stuff and there was a lot of stuff and he wrote a book and he's had, everything was, the flyers he had were top notch color. He's like, I need color. You don't need a lot to go talk to these people. You need just a right attitude and mindset. How are you going to connect with them? And again, if you know how they're feeling, it's easy. We met with clients yesterday and, how do you talk to people? How do you relate with them? Again, that's a skill that has to be developed if you don't have it. And knowing these people and having, the empathy for them. That's at the start of the onset of that first meeting. Once you get there, you got to shift into that if you don't have it. You got to shift yourself, right? Put yourself exactly in their place and relate, identify with them. They're not ATM machines. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We're not here just to withdraw our money from them. That's your mission and that's ours. So we'll get all the upgrades in order. And again, Lee's been great in this process. I'm very grateful for the work he's doing for you. So I appreciate you and Lee does as well. I know that. We talk a lot about the agents. No, he can be sarcastic, very, abrasive at times. And again, his personality is he's been there before and he's seen all the questions. For me, there are no stupid questions here. There are no stupid questions. Yeah, and Lee will disagree with me. Everyone learns from everyone. Take advantage of the community blog that we have there. I've only seen a few people post on it. Sharing information. That's what I believe will make us most effective and efficient. Talk to some of the agents like Barbara. She's been there and done it. The agents in the system for many years, as of right now, are still available. Connect with them, help them. And agents that have been there, reach out to somebody new, make some connections. You never know what a connection's going to do, an alliance, somebody in your corner. This is how you're successful. This is how you build rapport. You never know who's going to be able to open a door for you or just lend an ear, somebody to bounce something off as far as you're doing the same thing. And this forum, the coaching calls, especially the Thursday, dialogue, I want to create it between us. This is ours. This is what we're doing. And other areas of real estate, yeah, we can help you there as well. Making you a better agent, more effective, how to talk to people, how to get listings. Everyone wants the listings. I mean, bottom line, we do have to make money and we are invested. We're vested in this, So I just want to say thanks and thanks for the patience, allowing us to help you. And we're doing the best job that we can do. I'm working a lot of hours on this and Lee is working probably twice as much.
Did we lose Derek's sound?
I'm so bad with the freaking.
Oh, there you are.
Okay.
Your audio dropped out.
It says
What
unstable.
is it about the front room and the Abe Froman line?
Yeah, it's the front room, the office, the main office.
Yeah, I got to put a camera in the studio for you when I walk out of the house. With that, I'll edit that part out. Maybe not.
Well,
So
keep
I'm
it
gonna
real.
cut it off where Derek talked before on the video, and that'll be on the video page. So for all of you that are watching this or rewatching this video today, or it's a podcast, or those of you on the live call, can we all agree that whatever this Biden horse shit that's going on is over, that you all seem to fundamentally believe is having an impact? That is the end of the pricing deals. Is that fair, Derek?
Sure.
And then I can move it over to the real world. My system is just in what I invested is worth the $49.97 investment because it's a one-time fee that I'm guaranteeing in this market with everything that it does. Does that seem appropriate to you as the CEO? that
Does.
whenever this Biden thing is officially thrown out, and that could be today, it could be tomorrow, I don't want to hear about it. I really don't want this. Oh, I didn't know the Biden news. It's not my problem. When I turn these links off again, that's it. It's a Derek thing. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. I put too much time in this week making the upgrades. It's an unreal system right now for what we have planned. And it's all executed and done. I just have to put it up on a page for you. So from start to finish, it's even more automated than what I promised to deliver the first time. It is more efficient at closing because of Derek's influence. This is a well-oiled machine now for you to use if you follow the steps. And there is nothing like it in real estate, period. So right now, if you go to join Home Advocates, you will get a 1997 link, which is pre-meltdown pricing. That's because of Derek, again, and his generosity. But the minute Biden's done, I don't care. I will start firing people if I get pushback on this one. Generally, I allow everything to go because they can outvote me. Truth be told, my name's on the building. I'm going to go full Tony Stark here and go, my name's on the building. They can't get rid of me. Pretty much. It does say Wayne Foundation on the building. I just call it Home Advocates. These are all very nice people, and I take everything that they do and what you do for your families very, very seriously. All kidding aside, my grumpy demeanor. I've spent, I don't know how many straight 15-hour days working on this stuff at 3 a.m. in the morning. Even Pete Sanchez, who's in our EXP line, is like, you really do get up every day at 3. I sent an email out to somebody at one of those hours and they go, you really do start at that hour. I really start at those hours. It doesn't make much time for a personal life. I've given it all up for you guys. Okay, I'm squeezing in work. I'm here in North County to go see my daughter for her birthday, to turn around and drive on Saturday to go speak to investors, and I'll get you that video. Everybody calm down. Maybe even a live stream on Saturday. I don't know how to work it if you want to watch it. Certainly, I have a copy of the 90-minute video where I went off pretty insanely. It's my goal to provide you guys the best experience, and that's Derek's goal. But there's a fine line between providing it and you're taking advantage of it. And what I've seen over the last couple of weeks are people who've taken advantage of it. And in the past, and I know there are people on the call who know this about me, here's how Lee operates when you take advantage of him in the past. You get thrown out, I keep your money, you can go screw yourself and write up all the negative reviews you want. I'm the only guy who does what I do. In fact, I will get 5 testimonials from somebody on this call. I know the people that are on this call. I'll have them put 5 testimonial reviews underneath that going, Lee warned them, they did it anyway, they got thrown out. Write what you want. At this point, I don't care. I feel very confident and comfortable with who I am and what I produce for all of you. And it's the best stuff out there by far. I'm in the best place. I'm in the best space. I work with the best people. I'm very proud of the team that I have. And I'm proud of all of you. So take advantage and go to joinhomeadvocates.com. Anything you'd like to add before I send you off, Derek?
Silence is golden and duct tape is silver.
There you go. Push the stop record button on your end. I don't know if I'm going to leave that on the final recording, but I liked it.